Guys, so today I'm going to be doing a tutorial for this eye look that I'm wearing right now. It's a very neutral look still, but with a really pretty warm pinky gold color that I've used. I used this Maybelline Quad in Designer Chocolates. I just picked it up the other day at Ulta and I thought it was gorgeous. I was like, oh, this will be a really pretty look. I really want to use that warm pinky gold color, and I'm excited to kind of play around with that. So I hope you guys will enjoy this tutorial and just keep watching to figure out how I got this look. Okay, so I've already done my right eye, so you can see what that looks like up close. And I'm going to go ahead and do my left eye. So I'm going to use my Maybelline Color Tattoo in Barely Branded as my eye base, like I like to use with most of my eye looks. It's pretty much my everyday eye primer base. I use it like I would a primer or just any kind of eye base. Just like the paint pots from MAC like you would use, or an Urban Decay primer potion. This really helps to make my colors pop and stand out. It just kind of gives a good clean canvas for my eyes, and it also has a shimmer to it, so that kind of helps the eyeshadows to just pop a little bit better. So next I'm going to go into my Maybelline Designer Chocolate Quad, and I'm going to use this color right here, which, let me open up my palette quad here. It's this one right here. It's kind of just a pretty sandy color. So I'm going to go in with just a flat brush here and just pat that all over the lid. And this is going to be the lid color that I'm using. Okay. Then after you apply that, I'm going to use my Urban Decay Naked Palette shadow brush here. That is just kind of a basic flat brush. And I'm going to go into this really pretty kind of pinky coppery gold. And I'm going to get that on my brush. Tap off the excess. And then what I'm going to do is focus on the inner or the outer half of my eye. So I'm going to kind of pack that on in the center of the eye and work it to the outside. You want to keep the inner third of your eye as bright as possible. And that's true for most eye looks, because you want to have you want to keep the eye as open as you can, and keep it pretty bright. And you know, I'm getting a little bit of fallout under my eyes, so I'll go back with the powder brush that I used to apply my mineralized skin finish and just kind of go over that. And it's okay if you get this up in the crease, because we're actually going to go in with a tapered crease brush, and that's what I'm going to do now. Is I'm going to use my small crease brush or blending brush, and I'm going to just go in and just do kind of a back and forth motion. And the outer, this is like the outer V, but I'm going to take it in to my crease a little further. And I'll go in with the darker color that's in this quad that is actually a really pretty kind of matte brown. And just kind of go in with a pencil brush and just ever so slightly apply a little bit of that brown color into this little outer V portion right here. And then kind of down to the lash line a little bit. You can kind of take in this same really pretty pinky gold color into this portion of the eye here. And I'm trying to film this tutorial out in my living room. There's some natural light, So there's not kind of those yellow tones that you get from the bathroom lighting that I had before. So see how this works and looks. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing okay. Yeah, okay. So then I'm going to use my pencil brush, and I'm going to go into this kind of matte chocolatey brown color and just take a little bit onto my pencil brush and just kind of create just like you're drawing a sideways V. And then kind of bring it down into the lash line a little bit. I'm going to take my powder brush and get rid of some of that. And you can always go in with your concealer or foundation and just kind of lightly touch up there. So the eyeliner, I am using my new Maybelline Eye Studio gel eyeliner in black. It's the Blackest Black. And what I do is I do use the eyeliner brush that comes with it, and you just kind of take it in and get a good amount on the brush. See, there's a lot on that brush, right? But you're not going to go straight to your eye yet. So go ahead and close your eyeliner pot. And then what I do is I put it on my hand here and just kind of pat it on the hand and get the excess of the eyeliner onto your hand. And just kind of work it, just kind of go back and forth a little bit just to get an even distribution of that eyeliner. And then you're going to go in and just start applying it to your lash line here. And don't worry if it's not looking perfect, because you can even that out and go back in and fix that easily. I kind of have to go back and get a little more product. And pull it into the inner, towards the tear duct of the eye. And what you're going to do with this is you're going to take it and kind of extend past where your eye and your tear duct kind of begins right here. And just kind of extend it. I need to look in the mirror really quick here. I need just a smidge more product on my hand. I got a little too much product there, but that's okay. We can go in and fix that. In a second, I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of, I'm looking in my mirror because I want to make sure I'm able to get my wing looking good. This is not a super winged out look, but just a little bit of a flick on the end. It just kind of gives a more exotic look to the eye when you have a little flick on the end here, and then you carry the liner past where your tear duct is, and where the inner corner of your eye is, just a little bit past it. You can see on my other one here, I'm going to just intensify that a little bit. How it just ever so slightly goes beyond there. So now that you've done the liner, and obviously it's looking a little crazy right here, as you can see I ended up putting a little bit too much of the product on my inner corner here, so I'm just gonna wipe off the excess of the product off my hand. This is meant to last 24 hours, so it could be a little stubborn to get off, but if you just take a little baby oil, that's a great eye makeup remover. It's really cheap, and I've been using that lately. That's something that will last you a long time. It's like 14 fluid ounces for like $3 or $4, and it'll just come right off. Put on a cotton ball and just wipe it, and it just takes the makeup right off, which is great. So I will do that later. So right now I've got some leftover eyeliner on my hand, but I wiped off the majority of it so I don't get it anywhere else. And so then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna kind of use my own finger and try and carefully get the product off my, there we go. And then I'll fix in the inner corner a little bit. So we're looking like that. What I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna take my pencil brush and I'm gonna dip it into that same coppery gold, gold kind of pinky color here. And oops. So go ahead and get a good amount on your pencil brush, and you're gonna just line the lower lash line with this eyeshadow color. What's great, and I'm going to take it all the way into here. What's great about these pencil brushes is that you're able to get more precise placement of color, and it's great instead of using, a harsh pencil liner or gel liner or anything like that. It's just a more natural, softer look. There's not like a harsh line, which is great. So, and I'm just gonna check in the mirror because I want to see how the color is looking, because it's harder to tell in this lighting, for me at least. Hopefully you guys can see okay. But let me know if you guys would prefer me to do the tutorials in the bathroom where the lighting is a little different, so you can, if you find that you can see a little bit better. And then you're going to go in, and it doesn't matter if you still have some of that pink gold, just use the same brush. It's okay, you don't have to clean it off because we already put that color under there, so it's okay if you do have a little mix. But you're going to go in with this chocolate liner color, the matte color. It's supposed to be the liner, which you could always wet it or use the MAC-MSF Plus, which is like a spray that activates, kind of intensifies products, so they go on a little bit more intensely than they would if they were dry. But that's not necessary for this. You just put it in, you put it on dry. So just go ahead and go over that same pinky gold color. And I'm going to put a little bit more on the outer portion of the eye, on the lower lash line, because you really want the darker color to be more towards the outer part of the lower lash line, and then keep the inner part more, that pinky gold color, a little bit lighter. And something else you could always do is you can get a white liner or just a white, like the NYX Jumbo eyeshadow pencil in Milk, and you can just line the inner waterline, or the lower waterline. And I have that, but mine is getting kind of dull on the end. But if you want something a little bit on the softer side, you don't have to use white. You can get kind of a pinky, soft peachy pink color, but you can see mine has been pretty much used. The only way is if I kind of just subtly kind of pat it in there carefully, because sometimes if you put a little too much of this product, it just looks a little too harsh, and it stands out a little bit more than you really want. So see how it just kind of opens up the eye, and even there I feel like I need to blend that a little bit more. And then I can go in here and it just kind of gives you a little brightness. So now on to the mascara, which I'm going to use my Maybelline 1x1 in Blackest Black. It's my favorite mascara, as I have mentioned before. And I'm just going to go ahead and apply that to my top and bottom lashes. Looking at my mirror off to the side here so I can see what I'm doing. I can see what I'm doing in the camera, but it's a little bit easier sometimes when I'm looking at my mirror. That's another thing, is if I'm in my bathroom, there's a mirror right in front of me, so it's a little bit easier to do tutorials in there, I will say, but I do like having the natural lighting and just changing up the location of my videos, like where I'm filming and stuff, so. But I'm open to some suggestions on what you guys prefer, what you guys think. Just kind of evenly coat the lashes, try and get any that are stubborn sticking together. But what's great about the 1x1 is that I really don't have any problems with my eyelashes clumping together or anything like that. It's really awesome mascara. I don't know if I'll ever go to start using a different mascara. I just absolutely love this stuff. And so then I'm gonna just kind of go in. I have a little bit of a smudge from the mascara, and I'm just gonna soften that, kind of go in with my same crease brush. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the lighter color here in this quad, and just take my finger. I'm gonna just take my middle finger. Make sure you don't have any of the other colors kind of mixed in there. And then under the brow, I'm gonna highlight. And then the inner corner of the eye, just a smidge. And I don't think I did this other eye with the highlights, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And I already filled in my brows on both sides. I already applied my foundation, my blush, I did my contouring with like my bronzer from Bare Minerals, and then I also did my Soft and Gentle by MAC to give a little warmth. Okay. I'm just gonna brush through my eyebrows just a little bit there. I already used my brow enhancer by Revlon, which has a little wax on the end. And now I'm going to zoom out so you guys can see, and I'm going to do my lips next. I'm going to be using, well, I already applied my Vaseline Lip Therapy, the cocoa butter one, which is awesome, just to kind of moisturize my lips so you don't have that dry, cracked look. And today I'm going to use my Chubby Stick by Clinique in Whoppin' Watermelon. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply it. I'm getting to the very end of it. This is as high up as it will, or as far up as it will roll. And then I'm just going to zoom in just a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. My lips. And this is so moisturizing. It feels amazing going on. It just glides on. It's a great everyday option. So I'm going to zoom back out. And this is the look. I think it's a very pretty look for summer. Again, this is the Maybelline Designer Chocolate Quad. I highly recommend it. I think that you could try various looks with it. You can use the white as like a base, which is actually what it tells you to do. It has numbers for each color and tells you, the white is 1 for base. The color we use as our lid color is number 2 for, I think it actually says lid. But this white is meant to be kind of like an all over base, all over, and I guess they want you to apply under the brow as well. But I prefer to use this sandy color as the eyeshadow all over the lid, and then to do this color in the crease and kind of accent with this chocolatey brown and highlight with the white. But you could always try various looks with this, and you can combine it with some other colors and other quads or other palettes and make a really pretty look. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed the video, and let me know what you guys think about the lighting and trying to do this tutorial out in my living room versus the bathroom. And if there's any other requests you guys have, just don't hesitate to ask. Just comment below and let me know. All right. Until next time, I will see you guys later. Bye.